The idea of plate tectonics began all the way back in the 1600s. Little significance was given to this notion until 1915, when Alfred Wegener, a German meteorologist and geophysicist, wrote The Origin of Continents and Oceans. This book supports the hypothesis of what is called continental drift.
Alfred Wegener was a meteorologist who noticed, he had a sort of an interest in geology, and he noticed that there was a lot of information indicating that the continents were connected at one time. So he came up with this idea of a unified continent called Pangaea. So rock types, fossils, things like that. It was from the 1910s all the way into the 1960s. Relatively recently, plate tectonics came about, but we did not know the mechanism for plate tectonics, so that's why it was called continental drift.
The map shown here shows the continents and how they were separated, with what are called plate boundaries. There are three different types of plate boundaries. The first is divergent.
Well, the primary plate boundary that Wegener really didn't know about is a divergent boundary, and those make up the mid-ocean ridges. That's where convection comes up from the Earth's internal heat, and it actually pushes plates apart.
Divergent boundaries are the reason why our continents look like they do today. If you notice at the center of the seafloor, there is what is called a mid-Atlantic ridge. This ridge is the sign of a divergent boundary that ultimately separated North America and South America from Africa and Europe.
So that plate will actually interact with other plates, where you can have plates being shoved underneath other plates or converging, or even where they split and then they slide past each other.
This brings us to our last two plate boundaries, convergent and transformative boundaries.